Hi guys, my name is Ilhuicamina. I am a Let's Play person, um, and today we're going to be playing Skyrim. I know that a lot of people do Skyrim, and that's okay, um, because I enjoy it, so that's what we're going to do. It'd be fun for my first playthrough, and we're going to see how this goes. So, what you've missed, I already went through the tutorial dungeon, also Bleak Falls Barrow, just because everyone knows those, and they're really, really slow and lame. So, we are going to go through and start in Whiterun, well, making our way to Whiterun. And I'm going to do this Let's Play through the main quest. I also have Dawnguard and Solstheim on here, so you will see elements of that. Also, this is a heavily modded game, so be prepared for that. I have a lot of mods on trash, so a lot of it's like skimpy clothing and stuff. And if that offends you, just move along. Not everything is for everybody, and that's okay. I hate to lose viewers, but I also don't want to offend anyone either. So, what you've missed, I have a couple mods active, stuff like Lockpick Pro and Kin Mod, which actually allows you to see where the lockpicking goes, and you'll see more of that later. Also have Atlas mods, which gives me map markers, like that one, that aren't normally there to make fast traveling easier. I have Sky UI, which is just a more streamlined, layout for a computer, because this is a PC game. Because the original layout was made much more for things like Xbox and PlayStation, and it doesn't really fit with the computer. The mod kind of fixes that. You will see elements here and there. If you have any questions, message me. I'd be happy to answer them. Every now and then, I'll give a shout out to the mod I have. If I don't give you a shout out and you're a mod creator, that's nothing against you. I just don't have all the mod authors memorized. But I'm not leaving anyone out on purpose, and if you would like to see your work credited, let me know, and I will be sure to put that out in my next video. So, this is Skyrim, and I really hope you enjoy. I'm going on the assumption that everyone watching this has played Skyrim. If you haven't, and you have any questions, you can ask. I am fairly amiable and won't make fun of you for not knowing. Let's enjoy Skyrim. Right. So, I've been to Bleak Falls Barrow, got the Dragonstone early, didn't go to Whiterun before I did that, and that's okay. It makes the whole process faster, especially the opening bit. Going sword and board, and why are you running? I'm going sword and board. Yes. As you'll see, much better attacking with my shield than I am blocking with it. I'm terrible at blocking attacks, and I use it mainly as a second weapon. Shit happens. Also, I'm very vulgar, so if you don't like that, this playthrough is probably not for you. I'm sorry. So, we're going to make our way to Whiterun, which would be typically, not necessarily, but typically the first hold that you'll encounter. And that's it right there on the horizon. It is gorgeous, as you can see. Bethesda really did a good job with laying stuff out and setting everything up in this game. And I've got a couple mods that build on that, but nothing that particularly ruins the flair that is Skyrim. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy playing it, and I hope you enjoy watching. If you have any requests, any mods that you would like to see added in, anything like that at all, feel free to message me and let me know, and I will put that mod and make sure that it gets represented.
Be careful.
So I like running at.
You handle yourself well.
And
you could make for a decent shield.
And
outside,
basically,
an order of, and we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
I don't know.
Not for me to
me
the old man.
honest,
If you go to him,
kind of
good luck.
Kind of a bitch, but nice in a way. So I do that first chance I get when I get into Whiterun, because otherwise it's just like she called me a milk drinker, like that's supposed to mean something to me, and it's just kind of rude. So this is Whiterun. I apologize for my microphone peeking out. I apologize for the slow frame rates. Like I said, I got a lot of mods running, and I don't really have the best software or hardware. But you work with what you've got, so that's what I'm gonna do. So first note, I have a mod that enhances textures. Normally these chains are kind of like, they look like paper rings being held together, but this mod fixes that. It also makes rope stick out so that it doesn't look like someone just like painted what looks like rope on the side. Where's the guard that's supposed to? Well, that's weird. But, you know, cool stuff like that. That's most of my mods. I don't have anything really strenuous or that changes weapons or god items.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
So got a quote.
One of those horrors comes here. We'll be
that
ready.
Allows people to have cloaks. I've actually got one equipped. If I can zoom out, as you can see, cloak on. This is Lysander the Imperial. I know that most people play Nords in Skyrim, but I like the Imperial.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons?
Because of the
It's gone mad, I say.
the gold boost. So I don't know where the fuck this guard went, but I'm just gonna wait until he shows up. Cause yeah, I have no idea where he went. But I can't get into Whiterun without him. Oh. I may have to console command this, which I hate doing in playthroughs, but I don't know where he went. Okay, guard didn't show up. I don't know where he is, so we are going to use a little bit of magic. And voila, door's unlocked.
Come to chat with an old
as you've
woman,
noticed, I do have
Do your good deed
the
for the day.
skimpy clothing mod on. Not really attractive on Lilith, and I have no idea why
Do you like
their
horses?
big old titties
You should visit the
so
stables.
big.
I
It really doesn't make a lot of sense. I didn't set it up like that. It's just part of the Killer Keo mod. I change it if I could, but I'm not really a computer expert, so I don't even know how to mod. But I like playing with them, and through trial and error, I figured out Nexus Mod Manager. So, as you can see on the clock, is 12:26 in my time. That is very late. Normally I'm in bed by 9. So, I'm up late for you guys.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for
play
the
this
Imperial
game.
soldiers.
This is some of the Dawn Guard.
I just can't fill an order that
Dawn
size
Guard
on my own.
Sentries Plus.
What? I don't claim to be... It's a sword.
Loud.
Listen, could you take the sword?
Allows
Thanks.
me to
Stay sharp.
guard in the city so that when the vampires attack, like, I've got health. Because vampires are kind of strong.
Need
The
something?
lower levels. So, that's why you'll see a bunch of Dawn Guard walking around. That's really all there is to say on that. This is the Gilder Green. It is kind of weak right now. And on this playthrough, I will probably help in the Civil War. Even though the Imperials are considered bad guys because Skyrim has everyone rebelled due to their spiritual beliefs.
Careful if you cross the river to the east.
Also the choice that they weren't really... The fact that they weren't really given a choice as to whether or not something would happen to Talos. And Talos, for those of you that play a lot of Elder Scrolls games, is a god. But before he was a god, he was a man. He was a Nord man named Tiber Septim, who was, in fact, a Septim Emperor. He ascended to godhood, and the Nords venerated him because he was a Nord, but then the Balmor of the Aldmeri division
What's the meaning of this
took
interruption?
that away
Jarl Balgruth is not receiving
without
visitors.
giving anyone choice.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
Rankled a lot
Come on then.
feathers.
The Jarl will want to speak to you.
And
sir.
it's one of the main points of the rebellion that is happening in Skyrim right now. And the Imperials are just kind of trying to keep Skyrim in the Imperium, while the Nords are trying to
So,
break
you were at
away
Helgen.
and do their
You
own thing.
saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ismir, Irileth was right.
He
What do you say now,
lot-
Proventus?
doesn't do a
Shall we
lot.
continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
Like I
the
said,
dragon is lurking in
huge
the
tits.
mountains-
I don't understand why. Like, I don't know how she's standing up straight. I don't know why she's not
I'll
falling
not
on
stand
her
idly by
face.
while the dragon burns my
Because
hold and
that
slaughters my
would give
people.
you back problems.
Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. Here. There is... Come, let's go find Farengar, my
So,
court wizard.
Jarl Balgruuf
He's been
isn't
looking into a matter
really
related to these
very
dragons.
popular among the Nordic people because he does have a lot of Imperials that work for him, such as Proventus Avenici, the steward. That has put a hamper on a lot of his teaching.
Farengar,
Why'd I say teaching? On a
think
lot
I
of his
found someone who
ruling
can help you with
leadership
your
abilities.
Dragon
And
project.
it's one of the main reasons
Go ahead
why
and fill him in with all the details.
Jarl
So the Jarl
Ulfric
thinks
is
you can
trying
be of
to
use to me.
dethrone him.
Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragon.
So I'm just skipping through
well,
a lot of the
when I
speaking
say
lines
fetch, I
because
really mean delve
most of
into
you
a
have heard
dangerous
it.
ruin. Straight to the point. Eh?
Like I said, I
learned
already
of a
got
certain-
the Dragon
Go to
Stone.
Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet,
just 'cause
no
no
doubt
one wanted to
interred in the
watch
main
that.
chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
So
Ah,
I'm just gonna give it
the
to
Dragon
him.
Stone of Bleak
It
Falls Barrow.
expedites
see
the quest a little bit. You can't see Delphine when you do it like this.
Farengar.
So you don't really get to meet that shadowy figure up front. But if you really want to see her, just go to the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Farengar,
That's
you
where
need to
she
come
is.
At once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
dragon. How exciting. Where was it seen?
So
What was it doing?
I really like
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you.
how they
If the
added
dragon
a
decides to
lot
attack
of
Whiterun, I
speech
don't know
in
who
this
can stop
game.
it.
There's a
What is
lot of
it?
explanation, a lot of not actually
Let's go.
having to be zoomed in on one person when you're watching the speaking lines. But it also just kind of slows things down because you can't really skip through it.
So,
You have to watch
Irileth
it. You
tells me
can't
you came
talk
from
to
the
anyone
Western
while it's going
Watchtower?
on.
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what
You
you
just
told
kind of
me
have to deal with it.
about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would have come after me for sure.
So, he
Good
doesn't get
works.
grabbed, but you find
We'll
out
take it
later
from
on
here.
that Hiroki
Head
and
down to the
Tor, when
barracks
they
for
tried to
some
run,
food
they
and
did get
rest.
grabbed. I don't know
Further.
why this guy was spared. Plot
Irileth,
convenience.
you'd better
Weirdly.
gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I
Alright.
want you to go.
Yes,
You
yes,
survived,
yes.
but
I'll
I haven't
help.
forgotten.
I'll help.
Acid. And please.
Okay.
There's no time to stand on
Thank you.
ceremony,
Very
my
much
friend.
like
Banded
to see
Iron
this
Shield.
dragon.
I
and
need your
Resistance
help. No.
So I
Can't
did
afford to risk
pick
it.
up some other stuff while I was starting, and I haven't disenchanted them yet, so that you can see the wonderful thing that is disenchanting. Basically, you go to an enchanting table. When you learn an effect, it destroys the item. But you keep that effect, and it ups your enchanting skill. So we're just going to do that for everything. Because that's really the best thing to do with that beginning stuff, because you can sell it, and you can sell it for what is comparatively a lot in the beginning playthrough.
Good luck.
But
I
there's
hope
no...
you get there in time.
It's really not necessary, because you don't have to buy a lot of stuff right off. A lot of the stuff that you can just craft or make or forge, or just find on people. I mean, I crafted this leather armor as soon as I got to Riverwood with the pelts I picked up during the tutorial.
The gods
That
and dragons
is
say
what
you've
I'm
aided
wearing
the
is
Ard.
leather. I'm
On
doing a
behalf of
light armor
Whiterun,
playthrough
thank
with sword and board, because why not? Not the smartest thing you can do, but sneaking is fun. So, what you're supposed to do is listen to Irileth give this really, really long-winded speech to the guards, kind of raising their morale.
You tried mercenary? My
Oh,
Sapphire
yeah,
doesn't-
I'm gonna pick
he
up
fed
this
his
quest
entire
while I'm here.
family with the gold.
But anyway,
I tracked it to a group of band. I
you're
don't know why I'm
supposed
saying
to
this,
listen to
but
her
if you find it out in your
and
travels, I'd be grateful.
listen to this really inspiring speech, but this is a Let's Play, and ain't nobody got time for that. So, we're just going to go through and go ahead and do it without the help of the guardsmen. I've done it millions of times. It's not hard. When I fight dragons, I don't normally shoot bows at them. I kind of just let them land and then go after them. So, more of the cool Atlas mod stuff, you can actually, like, mark where the caravans are. Like, right here is Rasad's caravan, which is one of the Khajiit caravans that patrol Skyrim selling wares. Which is really odd, because Khajiit aren't normally allowed in the cities. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a Khajiit in a city. No, I haven't, which is weird. So yeah, normally the only way that you can see a Khajiit is at the caravans or among bandits. So here's the Western Watchtower. Clearly, it's been attacked by a dragon. Western Watchtower discovered, and we're just going to come up here and talk to this
Still
guy.
here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a
See,
run for it.
Roki and Tor got grabbed. I don't know why he didn't, and I also don't understand
Let's save us. Here
why
he
it
comes again.
flew so far off Because it came out from behind that mountain. I know you couldn't really see it. It's kind of dark. There's Masser. Huge. So we're going to focus on killing the dragon now. I don't shoot arrows at it. Oh look, Yarlet is here. I don't shoot arrows at it. I let it land, and then I attack the shit out of it, and just try to weather the fire breath as it goes. The guard showed up. That's kind of cool. I guess she didn't give her speech? I don't know. Dragons are beautiful creatures, and I really like that they didn't take away from that in this. So this is Mirmalnir. He's the named dragon, which he's one of the few named dragons. Most of the ones in the main quest are named. Like, there's Alduin, you come across, I forget his name right now, Winged Snow Hunter, Odahviing, that's it. Odahviing is named. So, just cool stuff that you can do. And Mirmalnir is dead. So, definitely, even though it's early, take the dragon bones and dragon scales. They do sell for a lot, but make sure that you sell them as quickly as possible because they will weigh you down a lot. Alright, so, oh no, he's turning into fire. It's like, could it be?
Everybody, get back!
No, am I Dragonborn? Oh no, it's like that's the whole point of the game! Spoiler alert, you're the Dragonborn. Dragonborn means that you have the soul of a dragon but the body of a man. So basically, you're a really good dragon slayer. Like, there's more lore to it than that. Like, the entire Septim line of emperors were all dragon blood. They were all dragonborn. And you had to be a dragonborn to be an emperor. In fact, in Oblivion, it's a major plot line because Martin Septim, if you've never played Oblivion, just don't listen to this part, Martin Septim actually is a dragonborn emperor that turned into a dragon to slay Nero's Dagon. Because Akatosh gifted him the ability... confusing mess. Like, major plot hooks abound. But yeah, so that is slaying a dragon. It's not hard. It's not as hard. Like, people talk it up in this game, like other characters, and you think it would be really difficult, but it's not. However, with the mod I have, Immersive Creatures, you actually come across dwarven metal dragons, which, oh my god, they are so hard to beat. But you get cool stuff off of them, a lot of new items. I don't know if I brought this up yet, but I do have Sky UI on this,
mercenary work?
this particular game. And I think I did talk about this, so I'm just gonna stop. Anyway, so that's killing a dragon, and we're gonna go back up and tell Jarl Balgruuf about it. Lots and lot of running in this game, let me tell you. I don't know how this guy does it, running all the time, because I would just pass out and die after running up those steps. Like, that would have been it for me. Because I'm a fat kid. So, no one's talking about the sudden defeat of the dragon, which is interesting, because I've done a playthrough where as soon as I walk through the city gates, they're like, oh, did you hear the Whiterun guards killed a dragon? And I'm like, you are a Whiterun guard, and that happened like literally 30 seconds ago. Dude, how do you know? Some continuity stuff, immersion stuff that doesn't make sense, but it all works
You're
out
finally
in the end.
here. The Jarl's been
So-
waiting for you.
So what happened at the watchtower?
I'm going to become
Was the dragon
the
there?
Thane
I knew I
of
could count on
Whiterun.
Ireneth.
Turns out,
Dragon
all
Ball.
you gotta do is slay a
It's true.
dragon.
Greybeard, masters of the dragon. If you heard this, you've done a by my right as Jarl. I
Gives me
name,
an
I
axe.
assign you.
I am
I'll
now
also-
too heavy.
We are on.
So wonderful how that works. So, what does this axe have? Okay, it's a shock axe.
Yes.
So, I don't have that enchantment
Didn't you
yet,
hear
so
the
I'm
thundering sound
going
as you
to
returned to Whiterun?
hobble my
That
way
was the voice of the Greybeards,
over to the
summoning you
enchanting
to High
table.
Hrothgar.
And I know
This
I'm
hasn't
kind of
happened
getting
in
rid of the
centuries, at
thing
least.
that makes you
Not since
Thane,
Tibeseptim himself was
but,
summoned when he was
you
the
know, I
Talos
can
of
fake it
Gondor.
later. I can just make another axe just like it. I don't really have anywhere to put it right now. Although normally I would put it in my house, I don't have the house yet, and I don't want to cheat and get a bunch of money to buy a house. That's just not right.
Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our
I'm trying to
sacred
do this
traditions that go back to
playthrough,
the founding of
even
England.
though here's another person with huge
Jarl has
tits that
appointed
I don't
me to be your
understand how she
housecarl.
walks.
It's an honor to serve you.
But I was saying something. I completely blanked on it. I'm sorry. It's very late. Anyway, so that's slaying a dragon. That's going through the first stage of this quest, and that's where I'm going to end this playthrough. Thank you so much for bearing with me, and I hope to see you again later. Alright. Bye, guys.